She knows what's going on in Orlando. Big game. Why don't you get your comments in before we go to LeBron James, just about this team winning their 12th in a row on the road, and maybe it was sloppy, but a win's a win, getting it done.
Yeah. For the most part, this team has been playing very consistent, good defense throughout this early season. 82 games, you're going to have a ugly game sometimes. It's just going to happen. I thought the third quarter for the Lakers, only scoring 18 points, allowed Magic to get their momentum and get some confidence, but they know how to win. And that's when it comes down to leadership. LeBron James, triple-double. I mean, he's the guy that kept things intact with 11 rebounds and 10 assists for 25 points. I also thought in a critical part of the game, Dudley and Caruso came in and hit some big shots. Dudley with 9, Caruso with 7, kind of keep them in the game. So it was a sloppy game. But sometimes you got to win sloppy, and they're able to do that.
Yeah, it's not quite the template that the Lakers want to follow going forward. You have a great first quarter. You give up only 9 points, the fewest in forever for the Lakers. You have a nice 24-point cushion in the second quarter. Everyone's happy in Lakerland. And then you kind of fade slowly a little bit, but recover in the end. Like you said, James, some pretty nice contributions from Avery Bradley. In the fourth quarter, he had a nice little bucket. Caruso, yet again, kind of pushing that lead up. KCP. 4 threes, 15 points. He is not ready to let go of that starting gig yet, is he?
Yeah, KCP came up big with those 4 threes, a couple of those late as well. He stopped a couple of runs with three-pointers. Karan, let's talk LeBron James. Big Game had talked about the leadership, and on a night where Anthony Davis is not scoring 50 or 40, LeBron James is the guy that gets you that triple-double. He now has 6 on the year, and he continues to move up that all-time list, and LeBron James getting it done with 25, 11, and 10, and there he is, 5th with 87.
Look, he's battle-tested, and you need guys to step up in those moments, and, you know, the best player on the planet is going to do that on a consistent basis. You know, shows no signs of declining. I thought he stepped up in a major way, knocking down outside shots, you know, facilitating, looking for his teammates, was able to manufacture a triple-double in a really ugly game, but most importantly, get a quality win.
Yeah, you said it right, Geet. A few nights ago, Anthony Davis electrified Staples Center. 50-point game, as it was called by LeBron, 50-burger. You know, whatever it was amazing. Tonight, he didn't quite have it. All right, he was 6 for 20 from the field. He had, 16 points or whatever it was. He didn't have it on the scoring end. No problem. LeBron James saying, all right, we're on the road against a team under 500. I'll take over. We cannot start this 5-game trip with an L.
Yeah, Lakers heading to South Beach. They played Miami on Friday. Let's get you to the highlights. Lakers coming into this one with the best Western Conference record at 21-3. You're looking for the 96-87. The Lakers are now 22-3. They've won 12 road games in a row. They've won 5 games in a row, and they head to Miami to play the Heat.
Nice.
Wow.
What kind of watch is that?
Man, me and Brez.
It's a Rollie.
Yeah. Me and Brez were talking, man. Shaq got D-Fish. A Rolex. You got us like a bag of M&Ms last year. I mean,
But they had peanuts in them.
They did. They did.
Big difference.
In his last 4 games, you can see the numbers that AD has put up, and they're just ridiculous. 35 and 8, 63%. 2 blocks per game, Western Conference Player of the Week. Who cares about that? I was telling Tough Juice during the commercial break, he went up against Jokic, All-Star, Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year, Whiteside, considered a good big, Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, who's having the best year of his career, and it was barbecue chicken.
Just checking out that list that you write.
Cooking.
Yeah,
Cooking.
putting on a demonstration, and I'll tell you why. It's because he's more athletic than some of the guys we just mentioned. He's more mobile than some of the guys we just mentioned, and his skill set is higher than some of the guys we just mentioned. And add that with playing alongside with LeBron James, those guys are going to be put and placed on an island every time they're guarding him, which equals you cannot stay in front of him.
Yeah, he might not be verbalizing it, and he it's not his style, but AD's sending a message to all the bigs and all the rest of the league
100%.
Very silently, okay? I've been down in New Orleans. I've been an All-Star. I haven't won anything. I'm 26 years old, and I've seen LeBron. I've seen, KD. I've seen all this stuff. I'm one of those players, and I'm sending the message because it's not by accident. You go to Denver on a back-to-back night, and you fly into Utah, and you just kicking ass. You don't care who it is, okay? So he's sending the message early. that you better be ready when I come into the gym.
Carl
Even
Anthony
when he had
scored
to get
27
the
games.
IV.
IV, that was the
Don't
first.
forget the IV.
That's right.
Yeah,
The
man.
Jokic game.
I'm going to send
Then
a
the next
message
night.
to take off my watch because I know Chris McGee is going to replace it for Christmas. So thanks, Chris.
Where'd you get that watch?
Nice
Target?
Timex. Coming your way.
Maybe so.
A little kid's watch? What do you got there, buddy?
It's a little Fitbit.
A little blood
My
pressure.
bad. So you running laps later? What's
Gift from my girlfriend.
that what Kelly.
Yeah, you get your
Such a
steps
nice
in.
lady.
She is.
Dropping on a knee this Christmas? Brad's going to get engaged?
Too soon.
Sorry, that's a lot of pressure to put on my friend.
Welcome to the
She
family,
watching the
Kelly.
show?
I hope not. For your sake and mine.
Vucevic not playing tonight, going up against Jonathan Isaac as we segue from Bress's personal life back to the Lakers. Back to the Lakers. Top two shot blockers going at it tonight. Should be a fun matchup, and I think Anthony Davis silently maybe going to send a message again, isn't he, Big Game?
Yeah, because this guy, Isaac, you know, he's leading the league in blocks. He's just one more, you know, enemy in his mind that he has to erase. So I won't be surprised if he goes out and gets 5-6 blocks.
He's definitely going to protect the paint and do it in this efficient fashion. So, you know, in order to win games on the road, you got to play excellent defense, and that will happen.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan Isaac, he's not going to be the biggest scorer in the game, but the fact that he can block shots like no one else in the league right now, it's pretty impressive what he's done in his second NBA season, I believe.
I marvel at your recovery.
You
Thank
are sweating over there.
By the way, Gobert had zero blocks in 2 games against Anthony Davis. Take your shot as Bress is excited. We're going to this one.
My nose running?
By your Southern California.
The house husbands of Spectrum Sports News.
Oh, man.
Can we go to
Gonna run
commercial?
that on the 5.
Can we go to commercial?
Falling apart up here.
Oh, James, you're taking KCP. He's still in the KCP is still in the starting lineup. Big Game, James.
You asked him that question. He said,
I'm going to hear about it as soon as we go off the air.
yeah, KCP is my man. He has stepped in since Bradley has been out. You know, after struggling a little bit at the beginning of the season, a little conversation with LeBron, and he has really performed well, hitting big shots, doing well on the defensive end. And
Caron Butler really going out on a limb here. He's going with Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah, my spider senses this led me to this decision right here. And, look, he's playing at an amazing clip. Offensively, defensively, I think he's going to put on a demonstration.
Yeah. Brez?
Dwight Howard. Who are the Orlando centers now that Vucevic is not playing? I'll answer that. Kem Birch and Mo Bamba. So
Mo Bamba!
I'm not expecting greatness from
Who was
those
that
guys
first name? Ken?
Kem Birch.
I thought you said Kelly again. I thought you said Kelly.
Bamba had to shave his head because his Longhorns lost to Shaq's LSU Tigers.
Can we please go to
Don't
commercial?
bet with Shaq.
Nice
Time to
five.
get you to Orlando. Bill McDonald and Stu Lance have the call. Billy. A game. LeBron is really, really strong at this game of basketball, Brez. Let's go back to Orlando. Allie Clifton is there with more on LeBron James. Hi.
Hi, I couldn't follow that up. I'm sorry, I tried. Let's dive into it. The one thing we know about this Lakers squad approaching Game 25 is that they're very close. They're a very close group. The camaraderie is at a very high level, both on and off the floor. When it comes to off the floor, all you have to do is look at social media. It tells the story. They're taking photos on the team playing. They're going on rare off days to ugly sweater parties in support of their big fella, JaVale McGee. But when it comes to on the court, we know it starts with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, they were the first Laker duo since 2003 when Kobe and Shaq did it to combine for 70-plus points in back-to-back games. It's an incredible accomplishment. That's why it hasn't been done since 2003. But I think what's more telling is the way LeBron James digests that exact accomplishment.
You starting to feel like a Laker?
I am a Laker. I'm definitely a Laker. I feel it, and I'm happy as hell to be one.
You and Anthony Davis became the first pair of Laker teammates since Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant to go 70-plus points in back-to-back games. You know the history of the game. You know the history of that franchise. What does that mean to you?
I mean, for me, Dave, I think you've had conversations with me. Anytime I'm able to be linked with the greats, myself and AD, to be linked with Kobe and Shaq, I think along that process, along that journey, you sit back and you're like, wow. Because when we're in it, we have no idea. We had no idea what we were doing. We're just trying to win ball games, put ourselves in a position where our teammates feed off us. But when you have moments like that throughout a season or throughout your career, sometimes you're able to sit back and appreciate it. Sometimes you're not. But to hear it from you and to see it, it's pretty cool. And I mean, we love our team. You know, it starts with me and AD both on and off the floor, how our approach is both on and off the floor, and it trickles down to everybody else. But everyone is an MVP. Everyone has a role on our team, and everyone's accepting their role and being an MVP in their role, and you can't ask for more than that.
So now it's only a matter of time to see whether or not that streak continues to 3 games in a row. Of course, you know, in that first game against Portland, they hit the 70 mark right on the head. And then, as you mentioned at the top of the show, it took a 50-32 performance to do it again to reach 82. But there is no denying just how connected and efficient LeBron James and Anthony Davis are right now. And as LeBron just mentioned, it's all about the team, and it has certainly trickled down to the rest of the team. It's made for a great, fun start. Skeet?
By the way, Allie, we were given stats earlier, and we were talking about things that haven't been done since 1972. What do you know about the 70s?
That's the time that I want to travel back to when I got asked to do like a time hop, time travel.